Hello everyone, Zords here, and this is a review of the Power Rangers Dino Supercharge Wave 1 Auxiliary Zords. So this wave of Zords consists of the Ankylozord, which is an Ankylosaurus piloted by the Aqua Ranger, and the Dino Zord, which is another US exclusive like the X Zord, except this time it's based off the Dino X Charger. So, let's get on with this review. So before we go into Zords, let's take a look at the chargers they come with. And keep in mind that both of these are fossil chargers, which are basically variants of the normal chargers. So over here is the Ankylo charger. You can see the gray outline over here, the aqua coloring, number 7, the Ankylosaurus face, the animation over here, you have the pins over here. On the back you have aqua coloring with the word Ankylosaurus and what appears to be Microsoft font 14 this time. And the QR code in case you want to scan that. Alright. And next we have the Dino X Charger and its fossil variant. Gray outline, orange coloring, number 12, the Dinosuchus head, and the Dinosuchus coming back to life and dying. Over here you have the pins. On the back you have some orange coloring with the word Dinosuchus and what appears to be Microsoft font 16. And you have the QR code, so scan that if you want. Alright. So that's all for the chargers. So now, let's take a look at their sounds in the morpher.
Charger, engage! Energize! Ankylosaurus! Power Ranger Aqua! Dino Armor X Charger, engage! Energize! Dinosuchus! Ankylozord, engage! Monster extinct! Dino Armor X Charger, engage! Monster extinct!
So over here is the Ankylozord, and it's mainly piloted by the Aqua Ranger, and it's based off an Ankylosaurus. So you can see over here that nothing is really new about this Zord. And the reason is because it shares the same molds as Stego and Tricera. Except instead of the Ankylozord being blue or pink, this is aqua instead. And you can see that their minor details changed. For example, the head over here, which looks like an Ankylosaurus head, but you can really see the base mold once you take off the hammer. Now the hammer over here, you could actually take it off, unlike with Ankylo from Kyoryuger. And you can see that it's filled with lots of spikes. You can see a hammer over here, obviously, like how I mentioned for like the past 5 times. And you can see a handle over here, which is interesting because the back of the Stegozord had a sword which the Megazord could hold. However, Ankylo never had the function of being able to actually hold the hammer, which is nice in a way, but it's sort of weird once we get to the Megazord mode. So basically, you attach the hammer on, and just to give you guys a quick look at the Ankylozord all around, and you can basically get the point. So what you're going to do is that you're going to grab the Ankylo charger over here, or any charger for the matter, and stick it in. And you'll see what happens. Boom! A hammer comes out. And if you put a Vivix over here, you can actually knock it over. So that's its function, basically. And this is basically the Ankylozord overall. There's nothing really new that I could talk about besides the head and the hammer function. So now, let's get on to the Dinosuchus Zord. So over here is the Dinosuchus Zord, and it's based off the Dino X Charger and off of Dinosuchus. So you can see over here that this is basically an alligator Zord. And it does take some inspiration from other alligator Zords of the past, such as the Croc Carrier for the orange coloring, and the Croc Zord from Wild Force for basically the overall shape. And I really like the design. It really fits into the Dino Charge Zords, and it looks like it's part of them. For example, You have the silver lining over here. You have the yellow paint, which is always present in all the Zords. And over here, you have a nicely molded head. And what's surprising is that they actually painted the top of the head black. Yet the T-Rex has the same thing, but they didn't paint it for some reason. You can see he has green eyes, silver teeth over here along with some spikes. The other side is basically the same thing, and you can notice that there's a Zord builder port here. And there are two wheels over here. A back wheel, which functions normally, and a front wheel, which, when you move the Zord, it'll activate a chomping feature. So there it is. And basically, you grab the Dino Armor X charger over here, or any charger for the matter, and you put it in, and you get a function that's both disturbing but nice at the same time. And now you may be like, well, why do you say that? Well, it's nice that this thing has two sort of chomping mouths for attack, but it looks creepy because this thing looks like an octopus in terms of that its mouth is its butthole. Yeah. Try picturing that in your head. You know, for kids. So you can see over here that it loses the top part and it becomes another set of teeth. Which it really doesn't contribute much to the Zord form, but it does contribute to when this is combined with the Dino Charge Megazord. So that's all I have to say about the Dinosuchus Zord. So now, let's combine with the Dino Charge Megazord. So to combine the Dinosuchus Zord with the Dino Charge Megazord, you're going to grab it, you're going to make sure that the back is flipped, you're going to separate it, make sure that these two pins down here are lowered, and then you're just going to combine them with the arms. And there you have the Dino Charge Megazord in Dinosuchus formation, and I really like this combo. Normally, it takes a body like the T-Rex, the Ptera, or the Plesio to combine with two arms in order to make a Megazord combination. However, it only really takes one Zord to make both arms in this combination, plus the body like the T-Rex, the Ptera, the Plesio, the Spinozord, etc. So I really like what they did here. They did something new, but it still looks like it fits in with the Dino Charge Zords. And basically, this looks like the Dino Armor X mode that the Rangers go into when they use the Dino Armor X charger. So you could imitate attacks from the Rangers Dino Armor X mode, like the Spiral Attack. For example, you could go Spiral Attack, and sort of twist the Megazord. And also, there is a Zord builder port over here. And what that's for is that you could take off the Zord over here and attach it to the top. And let me get a better view on it. There it is. And what the back of the box normally tells you is to grab the Ankylozord over here, flip them up, and attach them. Sorry about that. It's just sometimes the mouth gets a bit stuck. And then you have the Dino Charge Megazord Dino Ankylo formation, I guess I'm gonna call it. And to be honest, I don't find this combination quite as appealing as just having both of the Dinosuchus' arms. So yeah, I would rather leave it at Dino Charge Megazord Dinosuchus formation, but the combination still looks okay in my books. So now, let's get on to the combination that I've been waiting to do, the Dino Charge Megazord Ankylo formation. So to combine the Dino Charge Megazord into Ankylo formation, you're going to grab the Ankylozord over here, flip up its legs, and attach it to the left arm. You're then going to grab the Packy Zord, and you're going to flip up its legs. And attach it to the right arm. And there you have the Dino Charge Megazord Ankylo formation, and I really like this formation. It has the hammer and it has the mace, and it's just two weapons that go well together. And I especially like it because in Kyoryuger, this was called Kyoryujin Kung Fu, because Kyoryu Gray, or the Graphite Ranger in the US, practiced Kung Fu. And basically, this Megazord combination has a bunch of Kung Fu inspired attacks. Even the Megazord gets the kick and everything. Yes, the Megazord kicking. For the most part in the combination, the Ankylozord isn't part of the weapons, considering the fact that most of the time the hammer's just flipped up. But for the finishing attack, it is actually lowered down. But mainly the attacks go to the Packy Zord over here, since it's basically the newcomer of the Zords for this combination. So that's basically it of all I have to say for this combination. So now, let's get to my final thoughts. So overall, this wave of Zords is actually pretty good, and I would recommend them if you're a Power Rangers fan. Even though the Ankylozord offers nothing new, it's still a neat addition to the collection, and plus you need it if you have the Aqua Ranger figure. And the Dino Supercharge is very well done, and I like how it has the double chomping feature. And also how it's able to fit in with the Dino Charge Zords while still being its own exclusive. And it's just very well designed in general. I'm Hulu Toy Reviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.